Okay, I'm obsessed with this top. I'm obsessed. It's like a reconstructed denim jacket. It's so cute. I am making it right now, but I need your advice. Hold please. That's what we're gonna do today. Killer denim shirt jacket reconstructed situation, and I'm gonna take all of the advice from all of the many people on the TikToks who said, remove the sleeves, don't use them, and maybe make it into a detachable belt that you could wear when you want and not when you don't. And that's exactly what we're gonna do. I'm super stoked. If this is your first video, welcome to the DIY Designer. My name is Orly. I am obsessed with personal style. I'm obsessed with really giving you guys all the tools that you need to use your style to express exactly who you are, to celebrate all the wonderful things that make you you, stop trying to be like everyone else and be exactly like you are. And DIY is just it is the best way to do that because you can customize all the pieces in your wardrobe to speak your own style language. Now, we all have a style language. Every unique style language is made up of about 4 words. So for example, mine is sexy, edgy, effortless, and original. And I use that as a cheat code for creating outfits, for doing my DIYs, for deciding how to do my hair. Like everything that pertains to my physical appearance sort of falls back to my style language. Does it make me feel sexy, edgy, effortless, and original? Because when those 4 words come together, that's when I feel like my best self. If you guys want to do a little deep dive and unlock your unique style language, I cannot recommend the online course enough. It is so beautiful and so fun, super in-depth, but it's self-paced. So if you wanted to like binge it this weekend, you guys could knock it out in like 2 hours. It's about 2 hours of video content. And then there's quizzes and Q&As and journal prompts. There's a community group with all of the other people in the course. And March 30th, Thursday, 5 p.m., we have our next video call. So if you signed up today, binged the course if you wanted to, you could then join the video call and ask me personally any questions that you have, help you troubleshoot your words. It's really fun. So I hope that you'll join it. You can check that out down below, mystylelanguage.com. Okay, there's only one thing you need for this DIY, and it's obviously a jean jacket. Here's my biggest tip. I would really recommend doing a stretch denim. If it's stretch, there is a lot less specific technical tailoring involved. It's stretch, so you can basically pull it to fit super tight and it's gonna naturally hug your curves. Okay, let's do it, you guys. This is the absolutely perfect jacket I'm working with. A girlfriend gave it to me. It's stretch and it's exactly what I need. So the first thing we gotta do is just remove the sleeves. Anytime you're doing that, you give yourself a tiny little pilot hole. That gives you access into the sleeve to get your scissors in, and then you're just gonna cut all the way around. I decided to leave the seam allowance right there on the sleeve portion because I knew I was gonna be cutting the body of my jacket anyway, and I thought maybe I would need some of the excess on the sleeves to make the belt. Now, the next thing we're gonna do is this little slice. You wanna lay your jacket flat, and where the fold is, not where you see that seam, but where the fold is, you are gonna cut straight from the shoulder into the collar. So again, you see it flat, I'm cutting straight across, shoulder to collar, and this is what we've got. What that lets us do is basically end up with these 2 pieces we can fold in as triangles. This is gonna let us recreate all of those really cool angular shapes. Now, if you did decide you wanted to reattach the sleeves, this is where you would sew them. I decided not to do that, so I'm just gonna go ahead and start folding everything back and kind of playing around on my dress form to wrap it and fit it and see how we can make this fit. So basically, you're gonna create those little sharp kind of points right at the collar, and you're gonna do the same thing with the underarm. It's most important to just make sure that you're even. So both sides, take measurements, make sure that things are being wrapped around evenly. Now this is kind of what it looks like. I just basically took those edges and folded them in. So you end up with kind of like a series of triangles on the inside, but really, again, we're creating sharp lines as opposed to like rounded armholes. That's what makes this look super cool. Right now, I am just stitching all of that down. So I had it all pinned and folded back, and I'm just stitching in a thread that matches that kind of golden thread that is on jeans. You can use a matching blue, but I decided to go with the that matching kind of gold color, and I love it. Now, another thing I wanted to do was take in about 1 inch in the waist. Easiest way that I thought to do it was to start at 0 from the very top and then gradually go bigger until I get to my waist, and then I'm gonna go right back down to 0. So where my neck is and where my hem is, it didn't take anything in, but I was able to gradually sort of shave it off of the waist, creating that very strong tapered waist. Now, I'm still pinned here. What I would recommend doing is putting it on your body, This is when you're gonna make those changes. You're gonna unpin things, rewrap them, adjust, not only so that it fits really snug, but that you ensure everything is even right to left. If you're overlapping pockets like I did, you're gonna make sure it's the same on the right and the left, all of those things. And then you're just gonna stitch it down. Again, you're gonna go with that matching thread so that you're going over any existing stitches that already exist in the jacket, so they just sort of disappear. I pressed everything, made sure that it was all nice and clean. That's really important when you're working with denim. Now, the next thing was I wanted to do that double stitch. Not only does it look legit and very much like the rest of the jacket, but you can see if I don't do it, I end up with this like flap, right? It's like too big of a seam allowance, so it ends up with a flap. So all I'm doing is going over with the tiniest bit of seam allowance, like right on the edge, to create not only that double stitch line, but also make sure that everything is laying super flat and flush with the jacket. Now it's time to make this belt. I'm not gonna do this super specifically because honestly, I don't think I'm ever gonna actually wear it, but I did wanna try it. I cut off the angled shoulder portion of the sleeve so that it was two straight edges, and then I made like a tube basically in matching denim. You're gonna sew around in a circle, and when you flip it inside out, you've got this OB belt situation. Let's see what it looks like. Okay, I'm obsessed. It fits like a glove. The stretch in it feels so good. I've got work going on, by the way, in the back of the house, so you're gonna see people walk by, you know. So for the first look, I did it with a pair of stretch denim that feels very similar to the jacket. That's one way to really nail the denim on denim look, is that it almost feels like they were once the same jean, but just two different washes. One of my favorite things is the ability to either button it all the way up or have like a deep V. There's so much versatility in the way that this fits. Love it. Okay, now I wanna try the belt, the OB belt. I feel like it's a little like on the nose for right now. It's very trendy right now, and I just don't think I'm gonna wanna wear it forever, but it does work. I mean, it's cute. I just tucked it underneath here to wear it a little bit more as like a cropped top. My phone started ringing with someone I haven't heard from in 10 years. I was like, what's happening? I swapped out for a pair of baggy jeans to just show, and I have just one button holding the whole front together, so it kind of creates a really sexy shape with the baggy jeans. Leather. I put on some leather pants. Ooh, that's cute. I think actually that's what I would do. I would leave the bottom open so it kicks out, it focuses on the waist and sort of creates a little bit more of a hip. And then up here, it really shows off that pretty sort of line that we created here. So this isn't really my style language, so I wouldn't wear this. This is like a little preppy for me. But the idea of wearing it over like a little dress or a romper is super fun. So it doesn't need to be a top. It can still be a vest. And you could leave it open, you know, and then like belt this maybe instead. So fun though, right? With a maxi. Maxi skirts are huge for spring, and my denim maxi skirt video is coming. You know, there's like a couple of really good nuggets of how to make it perfect, so I can't wait to share it. But this looks great with a skirt, a floral skirt, a polka dot skirt, printed, solid, pleated. You could also just wear it as a vest. All right, you guys, I'm gonna call it a day. Man, I hope that you do this one. Again, the stretch is gonna make all the difference in the world. The no-sew alterations hack that I promised this week, I had a couple more ideas and I was like, oh, you know what, I wanna beef it up a little bit. So that'll either be next week or the week after. I've got denim maxi skirts coming. I've got these really cool leopard pants coming. I have these boot covers. I have so many amazing DIYs. So if this was your first video, I hope that you guys will subscribe to the channel, like the video and comment. That really helps kind of pop it into the algorithm so more and more people can see it. And remember, if you guys want to unlock your unique style language, you can check that out at mystylelanguage.com. I would love to have you and have you join us on the 30th when we do our next video call. Okay, have a beautiful week. I will see you guys all here next Sunday. Mwah, I love you.